Hey, comic book fans, welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. And fans, you're back with me, Mike Spider Slayer, getting ready to do Road to Comic of the Year, the nominations of Comic of the Year. That's right, fans. But before we get to that, we have some unfinished business to do, and that is the Wildcard Round. There's one more book that needs to get into that finalist spot. And let's go over these wildcard books real quick and get that last nomination in place, and then I will announce the books for Comic of the Year. That's right, fans. So here we go. The first book that was nominated or for Wildcard Round was the Miles Morales Spider-Man issue #1. Edge of Spider-Verse issue #4. Green Arrow issue #1. Batman Eternal issue #1. So you can see there's a lot of #1s in all these books because they get readers excited for a series. Original Sin issue #0. Very well written book. Robin Rises Omega issue #1. Spider-Man 2099 issue #2. And Miss Marvel issue #1. So yes, after all your guys' votes for the wild card round, it was every single book here did get some kind of votes. But there was one book that finally stood out, and a lot of you guys have been voting for Miles to win. And yes, he finally pulls out the wild card win and makes it into that finalist spot for Comic of the Year. So congratulations, Ultimate Spider-Man. You finally got some love there. So yes, that gets that finalist spot. So now that the wild card business is taken care of, let's see all the books that got nominated for Comic of the Year, and you guys now get to vote. And again, guys, I want to appreciate everybody that started this process with me. Since October, when I started these voting rounds, and sticking through it week in and week out, I think it's been phenomenal. And so thank you so much. And let's do it one more week, because this is the big week where we get the books that are nominated actually for Comic of the Year. So here we go. I'm going to name the book, the artist, a little bit about the book, so you guys remember what's going on. All right. So first off, we just talked about it, Miles Morales Spider-Man issue #1. This book was written by Brian Michael Bendis, and the artwork is done by Dave Marquez. Dave Marquez always has solid artwork in the Ultimate Spider-Man, and his emotional features are top-notch. That really captures the character moments in the book. Brian Michael Bendis, I feel, does the best writing in his Ultimate Spider-Man books. He's most consistent and always has great cliffhangers at the end of his issues. So if you guys want to see Miles Morales Ultimate Spider-Man issue #1 get Comic of the Year, please vote now. All right, next we have Death of Wolverine issue #2. This was a highly anticipated series all year long. Charles Soule was the writer of this series, and the artwork was done by Steve McNiven. I felt that this series, in overall, maybe wasn't the best ending, but that is, again, my opinion. I thought the series itself, though, was very well written, and I thought it went through the entire history of Wolverine with all the characters that was written in the book, and I thought that this book itself, again, set the tone for the series to come. Beautiful, beautiful artwork inside, in and out. Really loved it, especially the first introductory page to this book. Very well drawn. So if you guys want to see Death of Wolverine, written by Charles Soule, get Comic of the Year, please vote now. All right, the next book I'm going to talk about is the one book that I did not read, but this was your guys' choice. You guys voted for it, and that was Deadly Class. Issue #1. This book is written by Rick Remender. I hear it's all the talk, it's all the craze. For some people, it's one of the best comics series that they have ever read. So based off of the Viewer's Choice round, you guys wanted to see Deadly Class nominated for Comic of the Year, and it has. So will it win? I don't know. We'll see. But if you guys want to vote for it, please vote now. All right. So next book is a book that came out earlier in the year, very early, and it was the return of the Amazing Spider-Man issue #1. This book is written by Dan Slott, and the artwork is Humberto Ramos. The book was very well written. It was lighthearted. It was funny. It brought Peter Parker back to the Peter that we all knew and love instead of the dark, superior Spider-Man of Dr. Octopus. So I feel that a lot of people voted for this book just to the sheer fact is that they were happy to have Peter Parker back in their lives again. So if you guys want to see this book get Comic of the Year, please vote now. All right, next on our list, everybody, was another Spider book, and this one also was written by Dan Slott, artwork done by Humberto Ramos, and this is Amazing Spider-Man issue #4. Now, we heard lots of talks in this time of Spider-Verse was yet to come, and we had this mysterious woman that's going to be in Peter Parker's life that was bit by a radioactive spider at the same time. Now, we found out that this person, her name was Silk, and she was very mysterious, and I felt a lot of people liked Silk as a superhero and another comrade or supporting cast member in Peter Parker's life, where there otherwise was missing parts in his life, like Mary Jane or Felicia Hardy. So a lot of people I felt liked this particular issue. So if you guys want to see this book get Comic of the Year, please vote now. All right. Next, we have, once again, you guys love your spider books just like I do. And this one was probably the most popular book and most talked about book of the year, I felt. And it had to do the return of Gwen Stacy. Now, this is the Edge of Spider-Verse, Gwen Stacy Spider-Woman issue #2. This one was written by, trying to remember the writer's name, Jason Latour, and the art was done by Robert Rodriguez. The retro type of, the futuristic type of suit that Gwen Stacy was wearing, but yet simplistic artwork was very well done in this particular issue. The story made readers want to learn more about Gwen's universe here. So based off of the popularity of this single issue, Gwen now is getting her own individual series. This book is all the craze. It has a lot of eBayers trying to find this book to sell it on eBay for 40, 70, whatever dollars. So if this is the book that you want to hang on to in your modern day collection of comics, this is it. So if you guys want to see this book also get Comic Book of the Year, please vote now. All right, next we have a book that also came out earlier in the year, and this was the Forever Evil story arc that was going on, Forever Evil issue #6. This book is written by Jeff Johns, and the artwork is done by David Finch, who now does the Wonder Woman series. This book had all kinds of things that happened into it. There was a battle royal that happened between Justice League members and our crime syndicate members. This starts the trend of Lex Luthor going good. All kinds of things happened in Forever Evil. For me, this was the last good event that DC has put out. Since then, DC has put out Futures End, World's End, and Batman Eternal. I think arguably this has been the best series that DC has come out with since the New 52 was released when it comes to event-wise. We are getting Convergence soon, but what's going to come out of that, I'm not sure. So, with Forever Evil, I think this was a very well done series overall, and a lot of you guys thought it was very well done too. So if you guys want to see this get Comic of the Year, please vote now. All right. Next, we have another Spider book, and this was pretty much the conclusion to the Superior Spider-Man series, and this is Superior Spider-Man issue number 30. This book is written by Dan Slott, and it's also written by Christos Gage. And the artwork done on this one is done by Giuseppe Comicoli. This pretty much wraps up again that Superior Spider-Man series where Superior Spider-Man took over the mind of Peter Parker, and Superior Spider-Man was trying to be a better and more superior Spider-Man. The series, in my opinion, was very well done. Definitely very original, something we've never seen from the Spider-Man character before. At the end of this series, we get to see the return of the true Peter Parker here, where he gets his mind back, and Superior Spider-Man realizes that he is not fit for the job of being Spider-Man. It's a very well done written issue. I thought it was worth all the money. And if you guys want to see this get nominated for Comic of the Year, please vote now. All right. And last but not least, we have Green Arrow issue number 30. That's right, fans. This book was written by Jeff Lemire. The artwork is done by Andrea Sorrentino. This was a really well done book in here. This is coming towards the conclusion of that Green Arrow series, towards that Jeff Lemire series that really brought Green Arrow up to par, up to standards for a lot of people, and was very the artwork was very different and innovative at the time when Andrea Sorrentino's artwork came out for the series. Very enjoyable read. At the end of this, you get to see a huge cliffhanger here with Oliver Queen's father getting shot in the arrow. Great series, great run by Jeff Lemire overall. You guys voted for this, so if you guys want to see this get Comic of the Year, please vote now. And guys, there are all the nominees for Comic of the Year. And guys, I want to appreciate and thank you all for taking the time, watching these videos, and just voting. So guys, this is the last time. Please vote for Comic of the Year, which you guys think deserved it out of at least my favorite comics of the year. And guys, thank you so much as always as watching. And fans, we'll do it all again next year. And until the next comic book review, this is Mike Spiderslayer signing off. And thanks for watching Comic Book Corner 2.0. Take care, fans. See you soon. Bye.